I start as a journalist in a magazine business, and then I move up from reporting and news editor and move to advertising, and later on I also get into research.
Wow.
So when the computer era comes, I start doing promotion for computer companies. This back to 3 years ago, in 2003,
yeah.
And I came to know about the web TV technology. So at that time I think it's the future. But at that time it's just it's fun. It's very challenging because actually my ambition is to become a director, a film director.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think I can learn how to use this technology. So I built a web TV station to learn the technology. At that time, basically, there's not much information about how to run a web TV station. So everything is learned by scratch. And because I have electronic engineering background, and also I worked in the media field before, and I media broadcasting, so that I built a system by myself. Yeah. And the most difficult part is because you don't have the knowledge. So what I do my own research, try and error.
Right.
Okay, and then to start up this model. Basically, the theory is pretty simple.
Yeah.
For example, like traditional TV, so they use either airwave or cable TV connection.
Yeah.
So the TV station sends a signal to your household TV. So what we do is we send our signal from our server through internet and to your computer, to your computer screen. So, and the only thing is that we are worldwide accessible. Beginning, we only have about a few thousands in the first year.
Yeah.
Okay, and then after 2 or 3 years, right now it's in our 3 years. We just passed our 3 years mark.
3 years.
So we have about 40,000 viewers every month. I'm new to TV and also new to web TV.
Right.
So what we do, we try different kinds of programs. Okay, so we have some specific program like the real estate program, the wellness program, and also besides that, we are running on all news channels right now. We have a channel dedicated to cover the Toronto news. We have a specialized show like real estate show.
Yeah.
Normally it runs about 2 weeks and then they get a new episode. So this is renewing every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Right. For daily news, that means we kind of running about a week and then can replace them.
Okay.
You look at that. Basically, we use one website address called TorontoTV.net.
Yeah.
Or .org.
Yeah.
So that based on that, right now we have 4 channels.
Okay.
We are running 4 channels and using 3 different languages. Cantonese, we have used 2 different dialects of Chinese, Cantonese and Mandarin, and also we use English.
Yeah.
So that in our 4 channels, what we use, we have the channel 1 is the all news channel. The second one is called TorontoTV Live. It's a live broadcast channel.
Right.
So that means we have a team of program hosts. They're running different shows and different topics using different languages.
Oh, that's very nice.
And the third, the channel 3 is what we call live channel. In that channel, we got a fashion show, we got a wellness, we got real estate, we got music.
Yeah.
So that it's every half an hour, you have different kinds of program coming out.
Wow.
Right. And the 4th channel, the channel 4 is our English channel.
Okay.
So it's similar to the channel 3, but it's strictly use English as languages. Basically, what we do is the web TV is our platform.
Right.
Okay, so that we can bring the community news, what happening in the community, to our audience, to the Chinese audience, also to non-Chinese audience.
Okay.
And through this kind of news transmission, and what we do is we build up the relationship with the community. So that sometimes you get involved organizing certain activities, and also we got some media sponsors for certain like community events. Basically, our business model is that we hope one day we become a CNN web TV. That means we can have like news reporter in different parts of the city in the world.
Right.
So that we can have a little lineup with like London web TV, New York web TV, Paris web TV, or Beijing web TV.
Yeah.
So that we form a network of like web TV, so that we can bring the world news to the audience. Especially like right now, why we call ourselves called Toronto TV, because we're based in Toronto.
Right.
So we specialize in the Toronto reporting, so that people they want to know what's happening inside Toronto. So no matter where they are, they can come to us and see what's going on in Toronto.
Well, basically, I do work behind the scene. I do stuff on editing the videos. And do some taping for events outside the studio.
Right.
And sometimes I have to tape the shows inside the studio as well. Before I joined the computer industry, I was a financial analyst.
Okay.
Doing a lot of number crunching, doing a lot of financial analysis of different industries and companies.
Right.
But then when I immigrated to Canada, I picked up the career in computing.
Okay.
So basically, I learned a lot about networks, and then from then on, I was very interested in the video streaming because of the developments in the industry. You know, people are so. The videos in the computer side, you know, apart from the big cinema side, right? So that's why we developed this Toronto TV, and we started as a what we call testing ground for video streaming, for trying to broadcast over the internet.
Hey.
And it's fun.
Is it?
We come to here, and so you know. Besides the video streaming and all those hardware, we find that content is very important.
Okay.
So in order to make the channels, the website really interesting, so we have to develop our contents. So in order to develop the content, so that's why we need people to host the show, to have different programs, different types of programs, and then we take them and then we have to arrange them, edit them, and then put them onto the server for broadcasting. I think editing is a very tedious job. And let's say you take for a 1 hour video, you use a 1 hour tape to tape everything.
Yes.
So for editing, you really have to go through the 1 hour thing first, right?
Yes.
So that's the first hour. And then after that, you are going to split it into different sections. So you have to review the tape and see which part to erase unwanted parts.
Yeah.
So basically, you spend another 2 hours, right?
Yes.
On classifying them and try to group together your thoughts on how to present them. And then, if you want to excel your work, probably you want to add a lot of transitions, a lot of effects, or some background information to your existing videos.
Yes.
So basically, the sky is the limit if you're talking about time involved. But I guess at least it's like a 1 hour video. If you really want to have a good story or totally edited, satisfactory, and then you find that it is up to your standard at least.
Right.
Then I think you have to at least spend 6 to 7 hours. To finish that. I mean, but it would be something like if you can spend 6 to 7 hours to finish editing 1 hour, it will be quite satisfactory.
Right.
You know, sometimes if you have a higher standard or you really want to add a lot of other things to the video, then you're talking about maybe even a day's work or 2 days' work.
Wow.
Yeah, but of course, simple editing of just an event might be easier. You might just spend 2 or 3 times the length of the video. Let's say you take 2 hours video and then you want to edit it into a half-hour program.
Right.
Then probably you take 3 hours, 4 hours. Right? You look at it once and then you take away those unwanted scenes and that's it. Put in the titles and that's it. Most unforgettable experience will be when we organized the Super Spokesperson competition, and which I am responsible for doing the promotion videos for every candidate, contestant. And we have to do a 1-minute presentation video for every contestant, and that video will include introduction of the contestant, as well as to put in clips of their during the competition. They have a lot of activities, right? So I have to put in the different clips of the activities so that to make it, and then also they have to be trying to be a spokesperson for a certain product.
Yes.
Okay. Because they are trying to compete as a super spokesperson, so that's why they have to choose one of our sponsor and try to act as the spokesperson for that company or for that product. So it's really a challenge because for 1-minute video, you have to add in an introduction of the contestant and also do something like a TV commercial, and so we have to add in a lot of effects and a lot of the information, so as trying to show that the contestant is really the good spokesperson for that particular company. So in that way, 1-minute video takes me 2 days. I mean, sitting right in front of the computer all day. It's not off and on. It's just like a full day's work just to finish that video. And it's so, I mean, it's so tough, because when you were trying to make the video, every time you look at it, you see something is wrong, and then you have to go back and correct it. And the total there will be 11. There were 11 videos for me to make.
Wow.
And the point is I have to make 11 videos totally different from one another. Because when you are thinking of a presentation, normally we are talking about templates. We set up a template so that everyone will do it like this, and so they will first talk about themselves and then have one part of the video on A background and B background, C background. But in order to make them look different, because if we make everyone the same, then the show will be very boring. So we have to make everything different, all the videos different. I mean, at least the way to think about it, how to present it, is different presentation. So only one person to do 11 different videos presentation and in the same time, it's so hard, because normally when you think of something, you think it in the same way. But if you have to present 11 videos in a different way and all together in a week's time, so after finishing one video, then you have to erase everything on your mind, and then you have to think about it on a different way. So it's a really challenge. But honestly, I'm quite satisfied with the result. Although it's not perfect, and it's not very good, but the way that it is presented, at least some of the girls, they like it, and I myself think that, okay, people think that, oh, they might be from different people. It's not from the same person. We also participate in community events. I think the most interesting one is challenging, honestly. It's, there's so many elections, right? And the municipal elections
Yeah.
have just finished last year, right?
Okay.
And during that election, there was so many Chinese candidates. You can see the picture here actually.
Yeah.
So they are trying to get the attention of the people, right?
Yeah.
Of the voters. So what we do is we have been trying to convince them and tell them that, okay, why don't you make a promotion video, a short video, and from that short video you can broadcast it in the mall, on television, just like a television commercial.
Yes.
But you know, television commercial is a very expensive thing. You can, besides you do it on the traditional TV channels, you can do it on the websites. You can broadcast on the website. You can broadcast it in the mall where they have internal TV channels, right? So that's what they do. We do a few of them, and because that one is even more complicated in a way that we have to convey the message of how the candidate is going to work for the people, and so we have to go to interview them, and also we have to know how to make the video to attract people to vote, and it's just like making what we call a film, you know, because these people they place very importance on the video. They really like the video to convey them as a positive image.
Right.
So and because they are celebrity, not like the super spokesperson competition, the girls, they are just normal. I mean, they are just ordinary people.
Right.
But the candidates, they are already quite well known in the community. So it's a must that we must portray them as a very successful person and give them a positive image.
Right.
So anything that we put in has to be very careful.
Okay.
So it's one step towards a bigger challenge. But we did actually 3 of them, and they were broadcast in some malls, and also they have some dinner shows. They have some websites, so they can broadcast them continuously.
Yeah.